CRT, this racialized Marxist attack on our systems, is the guiding light, the controlling agenda for the entire Biden administration and the federal government. And of course, the corporations have signed on this, and this could undo the country and destroy our republic. And we're going to fight it any way we can under the law. One of the other major threats to the American way of life and our constitutional system is this critical race theory, this Marxist theory that seeks to upend our constitutional system, and it's a revolutionary concept that smears America as systematically racist, and they want to indoctrinate our children with this repackaged Marxism. And we are fighting tooth and nail to expose what's going on, to try to protect those who object, and preserve the rule of law that is under attack from the radical Marxist left in this nation. And includes a lawsuit on behalf of Coach David Flynn. I guess he's a former coach, or at least a former high school coach, who was fired in Massachusetts after complaining about this BLM, CRT type propaganda in his daughter's ancient history class. I mean, that shows you how crazed they are. There's nothing that's protected. So he went and complained to the school district, and he got fired as the school district high school football coach in Dean, Massachusetts. And we filed a civil rights lawsuit for him. And unfortunately, the court just dismissed it. I don't understand the court's decision. In the opinion dismissing Flynn's lawsuit, she stated multiple times that Flynn exercised his First Amendment right to freedom of speech when he raised his concerns to the city school committee. This is what she found. A reasonable jury could find that Flynn's criticisms were directed at what he perceived to be the school district's repeated failures to adequately inform parents of the changes to the school district's curriculum and values to address his daughter's concerns. A reasonable jury could find that Flynn's email was sent in his capacity as a parent to the person who convened the meeting, and this is the meeting in which he complained, and in Flynn's view did so with no intention of working through the issues Flynn had raised regarding the curriculum and the teacher's use of the BLM emoji. So the teacher was running a virtual program, I guess, or a school class, and she had BLM logo emojis on for the students. A reasonable jury could therefore find that Flynn's speech was not related to his position as a head football coach, and he spoke predominantly as a concerned parent. The court accordingly concludes that a reasonable jury could find that Flynn's speech was protected speech, which is the whole point of the lawsuit. The right to express such disagreement is at the core value protected by the Free Speech Clause of the First Amendment. Despite that, though, then the court kind of jumped and said that Flynn could be fired because of his criticism of the school superintendent. So the highest appointed official in the school district is immune from criticism from a parent who could be retaliated against by firing, according to this court. Gosh darn it, even the letter firing him makes no reference to his criticism, which was not really all that strong, of the superintendent. Really confused decision in my view. In one assignment, this is the underlying issue, Flynn's daughter was asked to consider various risk factors and mitigating factors that two people, one identified as white and the other identified as black, purportedly might use to assess each other on a city street. So are all these racially charged categories and terms that they were being used to assign to blacks and whites? For instance, police officer was among the risk factors purportedly assessed by the person identified as black. I mean, all this anti-police, racially charged propaganda in his child's class, and he went and complained about it, and he got fired. He followed the rules, he complained about it, as is his God-given right under our Constitution, as confirmed by our Constitution, and he got fired. So we've appealed this decision, and we'll see what happens. But Coach Flynn isn't giving up. He has strong support in the town. And I know his former players and parents and such were furious that he was fired. But this is what's going on. You say the wrong thing, you get fined, you get fired, it doesn't matter. There was a Washington Post reporter who retweeted something. He's a leftist. I don't think much of his reporting. He's an activist. But he got suspended without pay for the Washington Post for retweeting a silly joke. I'm just told the defensive coordinator for the Washington football team, I don't even want to say its name since they're part of the politically correct attack on America by changing their original name from the Redskins. He was complaining about Black Lives Matter violence and comparing and contrasting it with the media and cultural accession on January 6th. And he was just fined for expressing his views there. But if you come out and support a Black Lives Matter, which is a demonstrated record of engaging in violence, it's okay with the NFL. It's okay with all these big leagues, these big sports leagues. This is one reason I don't watch the NFL anymore. It sometimes kills me because I want to watch a Ravens game now and again. But, you know, if you're trying to destroy the country, I'm just not going to watch your game. So this is a major issue. They're attacking our children in our schools. This is going on in the military. We have incredible material coming out on that. And obviously, the CRT, this racialized Marxist attack on our systems is the guiding light, the controlling agenda for the entire Biden administration and the federal government. And of course, the corporations have signed on this. And this could undo the country and destroy our republic. And we're going to fight it any way we can under the law. And we're going to keep on fighting in court. We're going to keep investigating and exposing what's going on. We're going to try to protect our kids, protect their parents, and frankly, protect our military and our society at large from this attack on constitutional government that's supposedly supposed to treat everyone equal under the law, as opposed to attacking people based on race and other inappropriate characteristics. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.